That's me, Jowee, or at least that's how my childhood friend with a speech impediment said, Jowee. I'm a fresh recruit sent out to retrieve the retrieval team who crashed while looking for Olimar.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Oh my god, someone needs to revoke that guy's license. Dude's out here sauced up driving like an elderly citizen in South Park.
There's Country Kitchen right there!
Before we get into all that, I just want to take a moment to admire the opening soundtrack. That shit got me moving like Black Suit Spider-Man, I'm not gonna lie. Anyway, the first member of the rescue corps that I met was this little dog-like creature named Ochi, which is an odd addition to the crew. It would be like forming an all-star basketball team and recruiting Air Bud. But he has proved useful so far and helped me find the communications officer Colin, who showed me a moment of vulnerability when he told me how he was embarrassed for crashing while trying to rescue another crashed ship. And that really resonated with me, because I was also thinking he should be embarrassed by that. We then found the rescue corps' fearless captain surrounded by formidable foes. Captain Shepard took us back to the ship, which needed some repairs and fuel using sparklium, an energy source derived from sparkly objects.
That's just lazy writing.
While exploring, we stumbled upon this weird onion-shaped object that produced Olimar's fabled Pikmin. I'm gonna be honest, most people back home kinda considered Olimar to be a bit of a quack. I mean, he's crash-landed 3 times, presumably due to substance abuse, and has had multiple debriefings reporting his otherworldly tales. And I fully intended to snitch on his ass too, but here I am seeing it with my own eyes. So while Colin and Shepard stayed behind to look after the ship, I set out with Ochi and the Pikmin to begin our hunt for the rest of the crew. I gotta say, these little dudes have fully harnessed the Napoleon complex, cause their hands are rated fucking E for everyone. Even Elon's flamethrower wasn't doing shit. So we took our business underground to find some real treasure, and oh boy did we score. We found yellow Pikmin down there. I do not know what they got going on underground, but I just started yoinking them. According to Olimar's logs, there's a whole gaggle of Pikmin types. The red ones are strong and can take on fire. The yellow ones are resistant to electricity and are light, so you can throw them further. Ice Pikmin, first off, are adorable, but second, are fucking OP. These guys freeze the target solid and just let you wail on them. Blue Pikmin can walk underwater. White Pikmin can dig really fast and handle poison.
I like digging holes.
Rock Pikmin, which are cute but basically useless other than against the Rod Reese caterpillar monster. Flying Pikmin, or as we like to call them,
Everybody know that's Big Dick B.
And finally the chunky monkeys themselves, Purple Pikmin, who have cultivated the mass and strength of 10 Pikmin.
Mac, you have gained, 50 pounds of fat.
Mass.
Fat.
Muscle.
Let's be clear, fat.
The only problem was that I had no way of reproducing these new Pikmin, until one fateful day I found a yellow onion, drowned Ochi and my red Rambos, and transported my yellow Pikmin 3D printer back to the ship. I got so caught up with my yellow Pikmin that I completely forgot I had ordered the red ones to build a bridge. So when the day came to an end, I was on cloud 9, hitting the gritty and shit, and then I lost 21 Pikmin. It was at that moment that I finally understood how Commander Ervin felt.
Standing on this mountain of brave corpses, I have quite the view.
But I didn't rewind time, because in this life there are no second chances. Every move we make out here is life and death. Sometimes you have to pick your battles.
Okay, you know what? Shoot, get out of here, shoot.
Part of my reality check on the cruelties of this world was finding out that I wasn't the only one looking for crash survivors. There was this Chewbacca-looking dickhead and his dog who continually stole survivors and forced me to compete in various Dandori battles and time trials against him to recover the survivors. The only problem is that he would also turn them into Wookiees. Luckily, our medic came up with a cure for the condition, but the materials needed were only available at night. Now, nighttime on this planet is like I Am Legend, where all the monsters go apeshit and try to destroy your base. Luckily, glow Pikmin are also available at night, and glow Pikmin are incredibly overpowered. They can basically pull a Goku and make a Spirit Bomb, except it actually works. Doesn't get dodged or survived, it basically gets that Kid Buu treatment. So we gave the monsters the old razzle-dazzle and recovered some glow sap, which successfully healed Bernard, our pilot. We also got enough materials to restore the engines of the SS Shepard somehow. Sorry if I'm a little sparse on the details here. If I'm being honest, I kind of zoned out throughout most of our debriefings. I mean, to be fair, these dudes do not shut the fuck up. I mean, every day they have a whole novel to read after each mission. Now look at this shit.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
And they pop up on my HUD every 10 seconds too in battle, talking about, oh, you lost a ton of Pikmin, oh, that's genocide. Like, come on. I honestly sometimes wish I didn't rescue them. But it's all worth it for the sheer beauty of this world. So at this point, we had all of our crew rescued, the ship ready to fly, and the only thing missing was Olimar. And in the biggest twist of the century, the guy who looked like Olimar, had the same dog as Olimar, and failed at everything he did like Olimar, turned out to be Olimar. So we busted into his secret hideout, beat his ass in Dandori one more time, and took him back to the ship to heal him up. But just like Murphy's Law, anything that can go wrong will go wrong. The mission was a success, but right as we were about to leave, we noticed Ochi's tail looked just like a Pikmin leaf, which apparently means he can now only survive on this planet. I'm not gonna lie, if it was any other crew member, I would have pieced the fuck out. But Ochi's been there for me the whole time. That's my dog, literally and figuratively. So after 30 hours, the devs really said,
I'm not finished.
So we embarked on a mission to find Moss, hoping to develop a cure from another dogman. I'm gonna be honest, this part of the story is basically an exact repeat of what we just went through, but this time it's Louie, who's basically the mimsy to Olimar's Nathan. And I guess he also became addicted to Dandori, like Tyrone Biggums became addicted to crack.
Is this a 5 o'clock free crack giveaway?
I mean, that shit got Louie looking like a squeaky toy. And it's not just him, these Dandori Chos are everywhere, stopping like a fucking Pokemon trainer. So to make a long story short, this continued for a while with a few boss fights who took my anus for a joyride. I mean, look at this fucking thing.
That's gonna kill me. That's real. That lives with us on Earth.
Eventually, we caught up to Louie on some Sasuke retrieval shit, trying to hit that Instagram pose, and he led us to a huge dog. This was the final fight, and oh my god, it was actually really tough. You basically needed every type of Pikmin, but you could only have 3 on you at a time. Thank God Ochi literally carried the team. And with his defeat, we were able to rescue Louie, grab what we needed to save Ochi, and we headed home. It was hard leaving the Pikmin behind, but we had to.
Why? Because fuck them, that's why.
No, they just can't leave their planet for the same reason Ochi couldn't. But I know that they're in good hands with Moss down there. And who knows, maybe I'll return again someday to see my little friends. Oof, 824 dead? Yeah, they're probably better off without me.